Hello friend, in this video I'm going to show you how you can build Python API using Flask so you can build for your use case. So I am going to show you the basic functionality of this Flask, so how you can build, how you can define a route point for different API calls, right? So here we go importing this Flask and their dependencies, and how we can install the Flask. Actually we will use this pip install Flask command. So it automatically install the Flask and their dependencies. So here we creating an app object by calling this Flask class, and we here defining this route. So app.route slash, if we use this URL after this port number, we define we using slash, so it will mount to this definition actually. So in this definition, the basic functionality is we allow two methods here, get, post, right? And we are checking which type of this request is. If method is get, then we will return this value here. How we will return this value? So we JSONify this data. So data is in dictionary format. We passing inside JSONify function. We are importing from Flask. Okay, so this data we will get when we call this URL with this slash route point, right? So it internally checking this. If method is get, then I will return this value here. Okay, now we defining this second functionality for the API, right? So here is the route point slash v1 slash number, right? So method is allowed here is only get. So after v1 slash, if we pass any number, it will goes inside this definition and it will calculate the square of the number. Okay, so similarly we returning in the same format here. And how we can run this application here? So using this app.run and we passing this arguments here. So what are the arguments here? Debug, host and port. So host will be the IP address and port is a port number on which port we want to expose this API, right? So let's run this API. So let's check the basic functionality of this API. So slash, it will return string value, and if we use v1 slash and if we passing any number, then it will return the square of the number. Okay, let's run this Python app.py. So it will up this server, and if we use this URL and with their mount point, so it will all of this functionality will work actually, right? So how we can test this? So simply we can take over this URL. So if we type here slash, so it will return this simple string, right? If we type the second route point, what is slash v1 slash any number, right? So it will return the square of the number actually, right? So this is the first method we can test easily. If we have multiple argument in between, we have to parse inside this definition, right? So there is one tool we can use here is Postman. So this is a tool we will use for testing purpose. So how we can use this? So you have to download this from internet and install in your system. And if we come at this page, so you have to click on new and go to the HTTP request, and you have to select which method you want to use, get, post, and paste your URL with their route point. So suppose this is a URL and we have typed this route point v1 slash 8. So it will return the square of the 8, which is 64. Now simply we will type here slash only. So it will return string value. Welcome to the Dr. AI. So hope guys you like this video. In this video we have learned this, how we can build API using Flask. So, and we also see how we can test this API using Postman collection. So hope guys you like this video. Please share, subscribe and stay safe, stay tuned. Thank you guys.